College champions in USA Ultimate's Open Division for the second straight year, and Sabah of Pittsburgh with a dominating performance here over Central Florida, 15-8 in the final on Memorial Day. With former Wake Forest Ultimate captain Evan Lepler, Mike Cousins, and from start to finish, this was Pittsburgh game. They took half 8-4, 15-8 the final, and they never looked back.
Yeah, Pittsburgh didn't think it would be this easy after UCF looked so good last night, but the Dogs of War never were able to integrate their game plan against this Pittsburgh team, and the big reason why was big number 81.
Tyler DiGirolamo was dominant in this game, not necessarily just scoring the disc, but also distributing. And so in the first half, with these highlights, you'll see him score, but you'll also see him hand out some scores too.
It's incredible to think, as a guy who did not play very much high school Ultimate, in fact, he didn't play at all, Tyler DiGirolamo becomes such a force, as good as any player who's been on the college Ultimate scene in recent years. We take a look at the highlights. It wasn't just TD. Trent Dillon had some big throws. Ethan Beardsley came up huge. The Thorne brothers were fantastic. UCF just never really got into its rhythm. This is Freystadter's one score of the first half. He angled his feet nicely to get inside the end zone, but the defense deep prevented UCF from finding its rhythm, and Pittsburgh again was a well-oiled machine against the UCF defense.
Pittsburgh head coach Nick Kaczmarek told us after the game that DiGirolamo, they didn't look for him necessarily to be a distributor, but he took whatever came within the scope of the offense.
Well, that's what Pittsburgh's about. They have the depth to work in the flow of the offense, and DiGirolamo had the final point celebrated, but he was a distributor as much as he was a defender, as much as he was a thrower, as much as he was a leader, one of the great players in recent years in the open field.
And so a graduate, he finished his career with a title at Pittsburgh. For UCF, they cap off an absolutely fantastic season. First ever appearance in the final, and the Dogs of War, the silver medalists this year in the Open Division. So Pittsburgh, with a 15-8 win here, caps off a fantastic weekend of Ultimate in Madison, Wisconsin. And Sabah back-to-back champions.